Hey everybody, this is a short video on topographic profiles. No notes associated with, so just sit back and watch. Profiles, I really like this link here. I'm going to show you something very quickly. And what we're going to do, guys, is I'm going to take you down to Niagara Falls. And I want to show you guys the profile of what it's like, not to go over Niagara Falls because everyone is aware what the falls looks like, but a little further up the river, kind of where like the whirlpools are, if you've ever been to Niagara Falls. And remember when we were talking about contour lines that are very close together are considered areas that are very, very steep. So it's hard to tell, but right here where my mouse is, those contour lines are very close together to the point where it kind of looks like one shaded in area. Same is true on the other side, on the United States, because this side is Canada. If you zoom in a little bit, you see how you have all these contour lines right here, close together, and you have other ones here, very close together. So what would a profile look like across one end in Canada to the other end in the United States, going across the Niagara River? That's what's going to pop up here in a second. The area in gray is the land, and the area in blue is going to be air. So that's what it looks like, right? See how we have the Canada's over here, and you see how the blue dot goes with it. And as we go down, see we drop very quickly, and that's that steep section right there, down to the river. And then it slowly starts to come up, and then it goes up a bit. See how steep it is? These contour lines are very, very close together here, so it goes up very steep. So that would be a profile from here to here, a profile straight across, a side view what that looks like. Let's do one more. The next one I want to do is the meteor crater that we had spoke about before when we were doing contour lines. Remember, this is a crater, so this would be a depression. This is in Arizona. And if you do zoom in, you can see the little teeth marks that showed that this is a depression contour. But let me zoom out just 1 second. Let's go across. What would that profile look like from one end outside of the crater, directly across the crater to the other side? It should look like a bowl. And it does. See that big bowl shape, right? That's all the way across. And then this is the steep sides of the crater, and you can see the lines are very close together, So what we're going to do here is you're going to learn about drawing profiles that you're going to eventually have to draw in class on paper, but we're going to wait to do that stuff until we get back into the classroom together. So a profile is a side view of an area. So if here I have my topographic map with a creek and a contour interval of 10. I have point A and point B. In this question, which was from a Regents exam, would like you to draw a profile from A to B along that line. So how would you go about doing that? So you have the line. Now, not every time they ask you to draw a profile will they have the line drawn in, but most of the time they do. So how are we going to do that profile is what we're going to find out now. So the first thing you have to do is take out a piece of paper, and you'd hold it up right along between A and B along that line, mark off A and mark off B like that. And the next thing that you would do is you would then make a mark where each time a contour line crosses that paper or that line. But pay attention to the river. Rivers are not contour lines, they're rivers. So here I made like a big blue squiggle to show that that's not a contour line, because this is a contour line, mark. This is not a contour line, it's a river. So I don't want to mistakenly mark that as a contour line because it'll mess up my profile. The next thing you have to do is you're going to have to kind of take your paper and like pick it up and look. Now what you have to do is figure out the actual elevation of each mark you put on your paper. Now A is 310 because it's the contour interval of 10. And if you follow the line, A goes up and back down, and that's also B. So B is also 310. So that's what you do. You're going to start having to go back and forth to kind of figure out what the elevation of each one of these marks are, and mark it down. Next thing you're going to do is you have this grid, usually in your answer booklet or on the test paper if you're taking a test with me. And the grid's going to have A to B on the bottom, and it's going to have a scale along the side for you. So what you're going to do is you're going to notice the line, the space down here between A and B is going to be identical to the distance between A and B on your map. So next, you take your scrap paper and you want to hold it up with those marks and the elevations marked on it. Hold it up to the bottom of that grid and then just transfer the marks over. So you have your paper lined up on the bottom right here. And what you would do is you would take, so if A is 310, go up, put 310. If B is, or the next line, sorry, is 300, go up, put a dot. The next one was 290, go up and put a dot until you get all your dots looking like this. And the next thing you do after you have all your dots marked off is you want to connect them with a smooth line. Now notice, remember, in the middle, there was a river. The rivers don't go straight across. They look like they do, but in real life they don't, right? So when you connect these lines, you don't want to go straight across. You want to do a small little curve underneath. If this were a hill, you do a small little curve above. So remember, this is the land that we just drew right here. So our profile is going down to the river and coming back up the other side. This is our land right here. You have to make sure that you do that little curve here and don't go straight across. All right, so what you guys are gonna do in a couple slides now is you're gonna do this, which is matching topographic maps on the left, numbers 1 through 6, with their profiles here on the right, A through F. Pay attention to the contour lines and how close they are together, how spread apart they are. Is that going to be a hill? Is it going to be steep? Where is the hill? Where is the steep part? Is it on the left? Is it on the right? And try your best to match them up. Thank you very much.